Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video. So today, final phase of the spoilers for Legends of Runeterra card reveals, spoiler season. New season starts tomorrow. We get Irelia today, the newest champion coming to Legends of Runeterra, and I've been looking at Mobilytics to see if we have got any other cards, but they haven't updated yet, so we're just going to use, oh, did it go? It finally went. Oh well, some of them anyway. Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Can I click on these? No. Yeah, they're not loading for some reason. Anyway, okay, well, we got them here on Mobilytics now, just barely. So, yeah, Irelia, very interesting. Just watch the trailer reveal. Go ahead and watch that again. The music is fantastic. It is pretty hype. I really like the design aspect of Irelia. Go ahead and watch that, but let's go ahead and go over this real quick. Not a ton of cards. I'm actually kind of surprised that we didn't really get any new units today. All those were yesterday, so the synergy that we have with Blade Dance is the synergy that we have with Blade Dance. Now, they did reveal yesterday the keyword Blade Dance after the initial reveal of the cards. Blade Dance is you summon that number of blades attacking automatically. So they are summoned to the attacks just in attack mode, right? Not unto like your I don't know like what the word is, but like bench I'll call it. They're attacked onto the board to attack. Or they're summoned onto the board to attack, and then you get a free attack with those blades. So that's how it works. So it counts as summoning units. So like if you had paired it with Azir, right? And Azir's leveled up, then these blades, which are 1/1s, would become 2/1s. So if you pair them with Azir, they get more powerful, things like that. So that is basically how the blade works. Now, Irelia here is a quick attack. She's a 3 cost, which is very nice. I kind of expected her to be a little bit cheaper, which is good. I think this is good because comes out earlier. I really like having earlier champions and then working towards leveling them up and then becoming a win condition late game. So pretty cool. She has to have seen 12 or more or no, she doesn't have to see. Just 12 or more allies have attacked. Fairly simple, very similar to kind of Azir. We need to 10 units have to have been summoned for Azir to level up. For Irelia, 12 or more allies have to have attacked. And honestly, it's probably going to be pretty easy if you include her with the Blade Dance package. So we're able to get these units out. If we pair her with Azir as well, we're getting these Sand Soldiers as well. So I think, all things considered, Irelia is going to be a pretty easy level up champion. All right, and then let's read this real quick. When I'm summoned or round start, if you have the attack token, create a Flawless Duet in hand. And Flawless Duet is a 1-cost slow speed spell. We Blade Dance 2, so we're summoning those 2 blades to attack automatically, right? Fairly cheap spell. We get 2 1/1s, and then the opponent, I guess, has to block them. Doesn't have to. They're not dealing a ton of damage, but it synergizes well with her level up condition. So we can kind of see what they're doing here. All right. Leveled up by Irelia. So when I'm summoned or round start, if you have the attack token, create a Flawless Duet in hand. And then when allies attack, create a Blade Surge in hand. This is round start. Now, I'm pretty sure if we look at Riven real quick, when you gain the attack token, reforge. So you can see kind of the, have them revealed yet? No. The difference here and what they're doing. So with Riven, if you gain the attack token, she reforges. So this works with like scouts and cataclysm, rallying with scouts, that sort of thing. Or, like you get two attack tokens when you attack with scouts with Riven. However, with Irelia, that's not how it works. It's round start only, and so unless you're at the round start, you're not going to create the Flawless Duet, which is a pretty good way, I think, of balancing the champions. She's not going to synergize super well with scouts. The only real champion I think that she would get use from this is with Garen, where at the round start you have the attack token automatically once he's leveled up. So a little bit different, not quite the same, and I kind of like the balancing aspect of that. All right, so create a Blade Surge in hand. When allies attack, create a Blade Surge in hand. And Blade Surge, okay, it was right here. Swap Irelia with an ally. So Irelia only. Now, you know what I'm interested in here? Is this doesn't say she has to be out on the field. She might be able to be in your hand. So I mean, when allies attack, she has to be out, right? When you initially attack. But what if you recall her and then swap her out again. So maybe she can come out from your hand, right? We'll see. I kind of doubt it. That'd be very, very niche, like, and circumstantial. Like if you use retreat, which is a fast speed spell. No, even then it wouldn't work. So okay, it probably won't work, but it'd be impossible to get her back into your hand once your allies attack. So anyway, it'd be kind of interesting though if to see if she could come out of your hand or if there's a way to actually force that. All right. Let's so Irelia's Vanguard Edge. So Vanguard's Edge is going to be her champion spell, Blade Dance 3, and then pick an ally to attack with blades. Create an Irelia in your deck. So the only real we saw this in the video. There may be others, but this was like the main sort of combo with this card was Greenglade Duo, where the Greenglade Duo gets an additional attack stat for each attack or for each unit that was summoned that round. So you see it becomes a 5/1 if you've got the blades. If you've got her out, you choose her to attack. She becomes a 5/1 automatically and then gets the free attack off, which is pretty strong. So really, I think the only real use for this sort of 7-cost card is going to be with units with some sort of keyword, whether that's elusive or overwhelm. And because it's so expensive, like you're just summoning 3 blades and then one ally gets to attack. I don't see this making up for the cost here. It seems very you have to use this on very specific champions to get, or not champions, units to get really good value out of it. So I really doubt that this is going to be main decked. This is too expensive, I think, for what you're getting out of it. And it's very combo reliant on like the unit that you have out on your board as well. A lot of times you're just not going to want to play it on the units that you have available. And I mean, yeah, it's really expensive. I just don't think you're getting very good value out of it. This is probably not a main deck card. You're going to have it with Irelia, and maybe you get some like cheeky wins with it, but otherwise I don't think you're putting it in the deck. All right, Blade Surge, we saw that already. Blade Dance, let's go on here to Lead and Follow. So the last card here that we have revealed today. Oh no, oh yeah. Lead and Follow. Oh, finally they got all the big cards here. I don't think we saw this in the gameplay video trailer for Irelia. So recall an ally to create a Flawless Duet in hand. So a 2-cost fast speed spell, Flawless Duet, Blade Dance 2. So this is effectively, it's not fleeting, so it should stay in your hand forever. It would say fleeting, I think. Oh no, Flawless Duet itself is fleeting. Alright, so this isn't a main deckable card. So this is only created by probably Irelia and this Lead and Follow. So you will have to use it by the end of the round. So yeah, effectively this is a 3-cost spell. And you get to recall an ally at the same time. So what we're doing is we are recalling an ally. So we see synergy with things like the Dancing Droplet, attune cards, things like that. So we get value from using recall on Dancing Droplet, recall it, draw a card, and then we create this Flawless Duet in hand. And we could immediately put out the Dancing Droplet for 0 mana and be able to play Fleeting Duet as well if we want. So pretty interesting combo here. This, like any sort of recall synergy that we have in Legends of Runeterra, almost has to be used exclusively on cheap units to actually get value out of it. Otherwise, you're just kind of using... You have to get really good value from cheap units with summon or play effects. And... like up until Dancing Droplet, there really weren't a ton. Does this absolutely make the recall archetype? I don't know if it does. We may need a couple more cards. However, it makes it significantly better. But yeah, we need like summon and play effects or recall effects, I guess, that we can get really good value with recall. Otherwise, it's kind of like, you know, you're having to spend more mana to play your units again, and I just don't think that that's very efficient. I'm not convinced. I will make decks around this. Recall almost definitely is going to have the Greenglade Duo and this Dancing Droplet and probably Eye of the Dragon, maybe. But otherwise, like, I'm a little skeptical, to say the least, of recall synergy still. All right. Anything else here? Oh yeah, one more thing. So, and this may be a hot take, I'm of the opinion that there's a good chance Blade Dance will never be top tier. Blade Dance decks. Maybe Irelia can fit into an Azir deck without a whole bunch of Blade Dance reliance. The reason why I'm a little skeptical is that there is one archetype that absolutely smashes Blade Dance and these 1/1 blades, and that is Dragon Fury decks. How how do they um compete with Dragon? Like if Irelia ever becomes top of the meta, then dragons are almost automatically like the counter meta. And I mean, dragons absolutely smash these blade dance targets. Like Demacia in general is, I think, pretty good against Ionia, and dragons are just going to be absolutely crushing these blade decks where they're getting additional stats. You have something like Shyvana creating strafing strike once she levels up to deal with elusive units. You've got sharp sight. I like again I said this is a hot take. I just really kind of doubt Irelia is going to be a top tier just because that deck absolutely smashes it. I don't even think it's close. How does like they would have to be a really they'd have to have a really good early game in order to beat dragons and be like done by turn 5. Other and is this like yeah, okay. So like as I'm like evaluating this, like Ionia itself isn't a super huge aggro deck. Now there are aggro concepts in it, but a lot of Ionia cards are kind of trying to come out later on in the game, and it is kind of like a control region. There are aggro aspects, like we got Zed, we've got Greenglade Duo. We can make these sort of aggro style decks, but I just don't think there's enough support to be able to get past dragons, especially with these blades. So we'll see what happens. That's my hot take. If tell me if you guys agree. I really like the design of Irelia. She looks super fun. I just don't think she's going to be top tier. And I guess you guys can quote me on that when I'm wrong. So anyway, yeah, that's about it. Did I miss anything? What are you guys excited for? We got the expansion coming tomorrow. Which decks are you guys going to build first? We'll see what I end up doing. I've got a couple of ideas here. I'm going to take the day to brainstorm and come up with a good deck, hopefully for tomorrow to showcase. And yeah, anyway, that should be about it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, see you tomorrow.